Drama in Osun State as the dancing governor entertains us with yet another drama. First things first, we need to state that Governor Adeleke allegedly fired 12,000 workers and dethroned some traditional rulers.
You don't fire people
and then review them like, yeah, this is why you were fired. You review people, then you fired.
Then you fired.
Drama in Osun State as the dancing governor entertains us with yet another drama. This is Trader's Story. My name is Adeleke'S. With me is
Tife Tani Momo. Thanks for joining us. All right, I love the fact that the dancing governor, as you have rightly
dancing
called
governor,
him, as you have rightly called him.
It's a beautiful tag. It's not even. It's a beautiful tag. All right, let's get into the story now. Governor Adeleke allegedly fires 12,000 workers and puts appointments of 3 Obas on hold. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke had a handful in his first 24 hours in office. He dethroned 3 monarchs enthroned recently by his predecessor, Adeboyega Oyetola, suspended the chairman and members of the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, and allegedly sacked executive orders, via executive orders, no fewer than 12,000 workers. The new governor also ran into a disagreement with the state legislators on the legality of his executive orders over laws passed by the House, even as hoodlums unleashed mayhem in Osogbo, attacking motor parks, forcing Governor Adeleke to warn the citizens against violence. All right, now I think first things first, we need to state that Governor Adeleke allegedly fired 12,000 workers and dethroned some traditional rulers. Now, upon research and reports, he did it, and his spokesperson has also come out to say that he actually didn't fire or sack anybody. So, okay, so I find that interesting because when we were actually researching this story, a lot of the headlines carry the story, Governor Adeleke fired 12,000 workers, which is actually clickbait fake news. And it's very interesting to me. It's quite amazing to me what the propaganda, what the agenda, for such fake news is about. The spokesperson actually came out to say that no one was fired, but their positions, the political positions and traditional rulers' positions were actually under review. When the producers and when we're actually researching the story, we found out that actually that is actually really the case before even the spokesperson came out to say that he didn't fire anybody.
Because he wouldn't need to set up a review committee if he had actually fired them. You don't fire people
and then review them like, yeah, this is why you were fired. You review people, then you fired.
Then you fired. But apparently it looks like a lot of people actually see that as controversial as possible, because it feels like in just 24 hours you're taking very strong decisions as against traditional rulers. Traditional rulers are people you shouldn't even tamper with, according to the way our society portrays it all. But you going heads on against traditional rulers, it looks like you're bringing a big fight to the table.
Actually, you're asking for a big fight. But I find the dates because he specifically said that the political positions and traditional rulers appointed after July 17th, 2022 were under review. I think the dates makes the story even more interesting.
Very well.
What do you think?
Very well, because you can't have an election and then after you're out of office,
which is former governor Oyetola.
Yes, then you now go ahead to appoint people to offices. I feel that is questionable.
Yes,
it
sounds like sabotage.
Well,
it sounds like. I said it sounds like.
I feel it's questionable. But let's just leave it at that. Because it looks like he might have his reasons, his intentions for doing that, but it also does not negate the fact that it's not proper to do according to the provisions of the law that binds the state. Okay, so it means that maybe an undertone of that would be that there is a bit of a doozy between the PDP clan, the PDP, the party PDP, and the APC, because the outgoing is APC and PDP is coming in. It looks like there's a bit of I like to put my people in before I step out. Finally,
that's why I'm saying it sounds like alleged sabotage. And one of the key phrases that came out from the spokesperson is to see if these political positions that traditional rulers were appointed by due process, if they follow due process in their appointments. I think in investigations and etc., they're probably going to find out that, you know what, actually this is a bit, suspect.
I mean, and it does not really matter if it was the former governor, if their employment procedures were actually right. It does not really matter if it was for sabotage or not.
I'm actually quite excited to see the tenure of Governor Adeleke in Osun State. Honestly, I'm excited. I'm quite. Let me put it excited. I'm interested. Right. Let me say interested is a better word. I think I'm interested to see how his tenure is actually going to be in office. That is all we'll be taking on this story. Keep following Watch Tea or Coffee on Instagram and subscribe to High Impact TV.